That's the rock. I'm almost there. So in my last video, I mentioned in the last part that I'll reveal some insight, some discovery that will let you be able to catch 10 times more rockfish or lingcod from shore or a boat. And that simple discovery that I made from months and months and months of monitoring tides and being out on the water and looking at conditions is that the change in tide between high and low should be 2 feet or less. It should be as low as possible. You know, if the tides didn't change at all, the oceans would just be like a lake. Look at this water. It is never, ever like this. I'm very, very confident that it's the low coefficient. Just look at that. It's crazy. It is crazy out here. Sometimes you'll see a low tide at like 1 p.m. and a high tide on either side. If they're close in height, you can almost guarantee that the water is going to be calm. Unless, of course, there's a storm coming in or the wind is very, very high, then of course it's going to cause bigger swells. But if you can find a day where the tidal change is low, you can almost guarantee that the water will be flat. And if it's flat and you come out to these rocky areas, you'll be able to spend more hours with your line in the water because the waves won't be crashing over and you won't be running away from the rocks. And another thing, if you get seasick easily, you can spend a lot more time on the skiff or on the charter boat because it's going to be calm. The swell is not going to be going up and down. You'll just be able to be flat, calm. Test it out yourself. Check out your tide book. See the next time the tidal change is low, go out to the ocean and just watch how flat it is. But anyway, conditions today aren't very good, I'll admit. It's pretty rough out here. The waves luckily are coming in from the north, so I got these rocks behind me that are protecting the area that I'm going to fish. So the waves shouldn't be crashing over the rocks that I'm on. Low tide is at 0.7, high tide is at 4.1. So it's pretty big change. It's a little bit more rough than I would like, but I gotta do what I gotta do. So I'm gonna try to catch this lingcod. I don't even want to say its name. This should be an unspoken fish. I'm trying to catch this fish because I haven't been able to do it for a long time, but I think today is the day. I've got a few tricks up my sleeve. Let's leave it at that and start fishing. Shoot, I thought I might get snagged. I think I just had a fish. Shoot, now I can't even look at my bait to see if it bit it or not. Look at my swim bait. The tail is gone. You know, having the tail of your swim bait being bit off like that doesn't just happen. It happens because a fish bit you, or bit your bait at least. I just got bit twice, right out there. Oh, there's a freaking seal out there too. That seal knows there's a fish out there. Oh man. Man, swim bait's just not working right now. I got a couple bites, so I know they're out there, but they're just not hitting the swim bait. Luckily, I came prepared. Plan B, size 6,000 Penn reel. I've got 400 yards of 30-pound braid on here. And what else do I have? I also have a drone. We've got our little piece of bait. We're gonna fly this bad boy out. I had to cut the bait in half because it was just too heavy for the drone. All right, let's do it. Wish me luck. Darn, stuck. Well, plan A failed, plan B failed. Now let's go to plan C. Good old-fashioned squid. So I got a few bites right by that rock. So let's cast this little fish finder and see if anything takes it. All right, I like that spot. I think we'll have some luck here. I don't know what I got, but it's like a, I don't know, it's decent. What is this? Oh, wow. That's a big surf perch. Not what I want, but it is a fish. Back out there. Well, I know there's fish, but I want a cab or a ling. That's it. I've given up on drone fishing. I'm reduced to squid. Yep, there it is. Okay, that's got to be the strangest thing I've ever caught. I just caught an abalone. Are you kidding me? I just caught an abalone. That's crazy. Look at that. Have you ever seen anybody catch an abalone? What the heck? That is crazy. It's basically just like a giant slug. Look at that thing. Isn't that crazy? So this, its mouth is right here. This is its foot. People can shuck this and eat the whole foot. They have to be at least 7 inches though. Abalone. All right. Have a good one. Grow bigger. I'm gonna get you when you're 7 inches. Look at that. I caught my lingcod. My lingcod, I caught it. That is lingcod, but that is not the size I want. Here we go. My plan is to paddle up about a mile, and then there'll be some really calm spots. Hopefully I'll find some holes. Maybe I'll even see some steelhead right below me. The water's really clear. And once I get to the spot I need to get to, drift me some night crawlers And well, we'll see what happens. Hopefully get some steelhead. I know it's a difficult fish to catch. Gonna be tough paddling against this current though, that's for sure. I'll stick to the side here. Man, really strong current here. If I stop paddling, I'm just gonna get pushed back. Come on, baby. Just need to get past this little section here. Actually, shoot. I was just gonna get out and walk it, but I think I can make it. Come on, let's get a little momentum going. Nah, don't think I'll be able to make it. Current's way too strong here. Oh God. Alright, I gotta get to the right side and walk it. No way I can paddle against this current. Look how fast it's pushing me. Okay, let's hold on to this tree. Okay. So this is the rig I'm using to try to catch steelhead, which are, you know, basically trout. It's almost the same rig that you would use for trout. Got a slider here, bobber stopper on top. It's a 5/16 ounce weight. Got a barrel swivel attached to a 15-pound fluorocarbon leader, and that's going to a size 4 barbless hook. People usually use fresh salmon roe when fishing for steelhead, but all the bait shops were out. I think it's a little too late in the season for salmon roe. So the next best bait from the research that I've done are night crawlers. And the best way to put them on your hook is with a little worm threader. The worm threader works like this. Take your night crawler, you poke your worm threader, which is basically a hollow needle. Get started by poking it through the worm, and you thread the worm onto your worm threader, just all the way up. So your worm is on your worm threader completely. And since the threader has a hollow tip, you put the hollow tip over your hook like that. You pull on your line a little bit so your worm threader is taut, bent a little bit. And then, just like the name implies, you can thread your worm straight onto your line like that. Worm threader, they're really cheap too. You can get them, well, I got this at Outdoor Pro Shop. You guys gotta check out that tackle shop in Roanoke Park. It's huge. They've got everything you need, from saltwater to freshwater, salmon, steelhead, lingcod, crab, waders, kayaks. They got everything, and the prices are good. Outdoor Pro Shop, check them out. So since this is a barbless hook, if I just cast it out, the worm is just gonna slip right off. So I got these little bait buttons too. It's basically a cross section of a rubber band, and what you do is you put your hook through it and you pull it out like that, and now it's on your hook. You see that little red thing there? And you just press it up against the bait to where you want your bait to stay, and now if I press on the bait like that, it won't come off the barbless hook. God, I'm pretty disappointed. Been out here all day. All day. Worked my butt off trying to get upriver. I got upriver too. I guess I'll just have to keep dreaming about steelhead for now. Sorry I couldn't put a fish on video, but I'll get one in the future. That's a promise.